What happens when someone decides to stop waiting for the fashion industry to tell her what beauty is supposed to look like? That question sits at the heart of Maszur's story. Coming from Poland, Maszur has built an online identity around fashion, confidence, beauty, and self-expression. Rather than trying to fit into a traditional image of what a model should look like, she has embraced a style that feels much more personal, one built around confidence and individuality. Today, her content attracts attention from people who enjoy curvy fashion, lifestyle inspiration, photography, and modern social media culture. But her journey is more interesting than simply looking at a collection of fashionable photographs. Behind every polished image is a process. There is the camera angle, the outfit, the lighting, the pose, the editing, and perhaps most importantly, the confidence required to stand in front of thousands of strangers online and simply be yourself. That is one of the reasons Maszur's presence has connected with audiences. Her appeal isn't based only on clothing. It is also about attitude. In a digital world where people constantly compare themselves with carefully edited images, confidence can become surprisingly powerful. A creator who appears comfortable in her own skin can create a completely different kind of connection with viewers. Maszur's content represents that idea. Her fashion posts frequently combine eye-catching outfits with a confident presentation, allowing her personality to become part of the visual experience. Instead of making fashion feel like a set of strict rules, her content presents it as something personal, something that can be adapted to different bodies, personalities, and lifestyles. And that matters because the fashion landscape has changed dramatically. Social media has opened doors that were once controlled almost entirely by traditional agencies, magazines, and major fashion houses. Today, a model can build an audience first and attract brands later. A creator can turn a simple photograph into a personal brand. And someone who might once have been overlooked by mainstream fashion can potentially find millions of people who appreciate exactly what makes her different. That environment has helped creators like Maszur establish their own identities. But there is something else that makes her story worth following. She isn't simply presenting clothes. She is presenting a version of confidence. For many viewers, especially those who don't see themselves represented in conventional fashion imagery, that can feel surprisingly relatable. The message is simple. Style isn't reserved for one body type. Fashion doesn't belong to one specific shape. And confidence doesn't have a size. But how did Maszur develop the confidence to turn that philosophy into a recognizable online presence? That's where her journey becomes even more interesting, because the photographs people see today are only the final result. Before the followers, before the brand collaborations, and before the attention, there was a much quieter beginning, and that early relationship with fashion may explain why her content feels so natural today. Long before social media could transform an unknown creator into a recognizable personality, fashion was already a form of communication. For Maszur, that connection appears to have grown through photography,